Hello everyone, it is Monday, and that means it's time for one of my regularly scheduled draft videos. I post one every Monday and Thursday. You may have noticed this isn't actually a draft video though, but a sealed video. Draft for Dominaria just came out the day this video will be coming out, and Mondays are a really busy day for me with work and everything. And so I can't usually record it all on Mondays, so it's really bad timing. So instead I'm giving you some sealed for Monday, and on Thursday we'll get to the draft. So my first sealed attempt, which I did on Friday, did not go super well. The deck wasn't bad by any stretch, I don't think. You guys will probably have commented on it by the time you're seeing this, but the video's not up yet, so you haven't seen it yet. From my perspective, that is, you will have. But so I don't know. Maybe you guys won't think it's so good, but it seemed pretty good. And so hopefully we can do a little better this time. I was pretty salty last time. What do we have over here that's probably going to make our deck no matter what out of the artifacts? Only one. Ooh, Gilded Lotus. Might not be worth it. We have to be the right kind of deck. We also have a Woodland Cemetery, which is nice. And Short Sword's pretty good. So white looks big. Let's see if the cards are actually good. Honor Guards are fine. Board the Weatherlight is not. Gideon's Reproach is. Knight of New Benalia is fine. Mesa Unicorns. Yeah, Dalvin and Trapper. Sure. Dub. Invoke the Divine. Nope, that's a sideboard card. Courser's good. Marshall, if we're playing enough white. Shalai's nice. Nice payoff for being green-white, which green does look like our next deepest color. 3 Blessed Lights is nice. Clunky removal, but hey, it gets the job done. Let's look at blue real quick, see if there's any reason. I mean, we could look at our rares first. Black-white's tempting when you have 2 Arvads, too, but let's look at rarity now. I didn't do that earlier. Okay, so yeah, 2 of our rares are white. And we have the mono black rare and Temporal Sundering, which is only good if we have enough legendary creatures. So anyway, let's sort by color again. We do have Tatyova too, which makes me kind of want to play blue, but our blue is not good. We have Syncopate, Divination, Deep Freeze, Academy Drake, Arcanist, Relic Runner, and Blink of an Eye maybe. In black, we don't really have anything great. We have 1 really good removal spell. In green, what do we have? We do have some incentive to be blue-white, I guess, between this and some other things. This might make our deck too, by the way, Partick Wanderer. In red, do we have any of the really good removal spells? We have Valduk and 1 piece of equipment. Not so good. Yeah, that's an okay card. No, our red's not good. Sheevan Fire is really good, but apart from that, you know, we have a good build around, but since this isn't draft, I can't actually build around it. Green looks pretty good, I think. Corrosive Ooze is fine. Fungal Plots is real nice. We're gonna have a lot of creatures in this deck too, I think. Nature's Spiral, not so much. We do have 2 Grow from the Ashes that could let us splash, but let's see what else we have here. Sap Herd. I don't like Guy's Protector, but I do like Baloth Gorgers, and I do like Mammoth Spiders. Okay, so those are... So, we didn't get the Skittering Artifact guy who helps you splash things. But we do have 2 Grow from the Ashes that could allow us to splash. But what would I cut? I mean, I guess this deck's got 1 legendary creature. So Corrosive Ooze might actually be better than Benalish Honor Guard. But it's probably better than Knight of New Benalia in a format with Saproling. So I think I cut 1 of these, 1 of those. We have 1 piece of equipment. Maybe red is worth looking at. No, probably not. We can splash black without too much effort thanks to Woodland Cemetery and both Grow from the Ashes, though. And splashing black... Wish we had more legendary creatures to make him worth splashing. We could splash blue instead, but it's the same problem. We don't have a lot of historic anything. So like Dalvin and Trapper is not going to be... It'll tap stuff down sometimes. We probably don't want Gilded Lotus, which also helps us splash, sadly. I mean, do we? What if we... Kind of considering white being what we're splashing and then being green. No, I mean, our other colors are just so shallow. None of our colors offer removal except for white, basically. Black has one good spell. Red has one good spell. Green gives us a bunch of really good creatures, or if they're not really good, decent ones. But do we need to splash? I don't think we do, which I think means this is our deck, which is very light on historic permanents. So do we even want this, or should we play like an Adventurous Impulse? I mean, I guess it would help me cast Benelish Marshal if I ran that kind of stuff. 3 historic cards probably isn't quite enough for the Trapper. I think I'd rather just run another Honor Guard. Like, I think it has better stats for its cost. Yeah, so we actually can still add 1 card, so maybe we do put it back in. This sealed pull looks so much worse than our last one that we went 0-3 with. So it is tempting to try to do some of these cooler things, and maybe I should take a look at that. The cool thing about sealed on here is we can do that. Let's add lands to this real quick. Yeah, that's probably... that's probably about right. Maybe I want to go 9-8. Yeah, okay. So we'll save this as green-white. And then we will create another deck. And I just want to take a look at some other possibilities. One where I have green as my base color and jam as many, like I'm a green-white deck splashing black and blue. And jamming as many legendaries into my deck as I can. Of course, I don't actually have that many as a problem, but let's say I splash both of these, run these, right? And green is our base color, so, and we also want to run Gilded Lotus in this case. This deck might be more fun. And then we have Grow from the Ashes. Yeah, we also have this Woodland Cemetery, which will get played. Probably can't play Benelish Marshal if we're going crazy like this. But other than that, I mean, what else do we want? I mean, we still play Shalai. So we still don't have that many legendary creatures, but historic permanents are going to be a little bit better with Raf Capuchin, so probably more likely to run that. Oh, we have a Jousting Lance too. I missed that earlier. Probably put that in our other deck, so it's good that I looked at that. That does make red-white interesting, actually. Mostly because of Valduk, though. We don't have the other payoff in white, no. I think this deck's probably getting to be a little too cute. We definitely want all these Blessed Lights, all this removal. You know, play these things or Honor Guards. Knight of Nubenalia. Trapper is more playable in this deck because we're cramming all these legends into it. But, you know, we can only add 3 more playables to the deck, so where do they come from? Fungal Plots isn't as good. We're not going to have as many creatures, most likely. Sapherd will be fine. Gorgers will be good. Yeah, I guess this would be the deck. We would want to run 1 island and 1 swamp. And we have Gilded Lotus to help us splash. But I don't think it's as good. I'll make it just for the heck of it here. Actually, we probably don't want this equipment because we don't have enough creatures, really. Actually, we have 15 somehow in this deck, so scratch that. I guess it's fine. Yeah, I mean, this deck definitely looks more interesting, but is it actually good? That's the question. So we only need to run 1 island, and we only need to run... is 1 island going to be enough? We do have 2 blue cards, but... Yeah, I think maybe we can go to 2 islands because we have 2 black sources and we have an additional green source. Yeah, our mana's definitely going to be stretched a little here. But this deck does look fun, doesn't it? It's another legend, incidentally, but yeah, we're not playing. I think this deck's just better. We'll save this deck. It's silly, but this just like aggro deck with 3 Blessed Lights and, you know, yeah, I don't have anything really cool going on, but it seems like a good deck. I do want this Jousting Lance, by the way. What do I cut for it? Maybe the Trapper, although I did just add another historic card to the deck that takes us up to 4. Maybe it's the Ooze then. He is our worst 2-drop, I think. Not considerably worse than the Honor Guard, though. With 1 legendary creature, maybe the Ooze is actually fine. Yeah. Yeah, I think we can pull off the Marshal here. We don't have to cast it on turn 3 necessarily. Yeah, I think that is our deck. I think it looks fine. Looks worse than our last one did, so we'll probably like 5-0 with it. So, see you guys in the first match. All right, so going into our first match, I think this is a keep. Obviously, it's not a great one, but we have a 2-drop and a 4-drop. Wouldn't mind, you know, not drawing any more lands. If we draw a bunch more lands, we're going to be in trouble. So, we're off to a good start. That's not a land. We could potentially just go for a really aggro start here, turn 2 Mesa Unicorn, then put Dub on it, and just pray our opponent doesn't have bounce or removal. Sometimes that's, you know, worth doing. It is dangerous, especially against blue-red, which has bounce and tons of removal that can kill something like Mesa Unicorn. So it may not be the wisest decision. If they're tapped out, I might consider it. And they are. I mean, I do have lifelink. It's a huge swing. Like, I hit them for 5. I'm going to do it. It's swingy. We have to hope that things go our way here, but... That's actually only 4, not 5, but either way. All right. Now's when we find, you know, if they have removal here, we're not going to like it. Especially because we haven't drawn another non-land other than that Dub. So removal? No. That's good news for us. So Traxos could be a problem eventually, but we'll worry about that later. All right, so I think we bash for 4 again. And do we just play the Gorger? Yeah, I think we do. I mean, we need to have another threat out there for if things go not so good with our Mesa Unicorn plan here, which is entirely possible. I'm assuming they have a historic spell to untap this here. Thing is, we've already gained 8 life off of this, so taking 7 from Traxos isn't a huge deal. And if they can't untap Traxos, then they're really in trouble. So we'll just have to see. It's a Unicorn Knight. Not sure how that works. Does it ride another Unicorn? I don't know. Yeah, so Skittering Surveyor will untap Traxos. They may just leave Traxos untapped. That's probably the smart thing to do. Then I can't really attack anymore. They get a mountain. Relic Runner. Do they attack with Traxos? Don't think they do. I wish they would. But I don't think they do. If they do, I mean, we're in great shape. Oh, of course we draw our freaking 6-drop there. All right, we end our turn. Probably start taking damage from a Relic Runner now. I'm assuming my opponent has a decent amount of historic since they're running Traxos. In my last Sealed, I ran into people, so many people running super synergistic Sealed decks, and I have no idea how they managed it, and I'm hoping that's not what we're up against here. It doesn't really look like it yet. I mean, Relic Runner's going to beat us down for a little bit. But we have removal for Traxos, and we've got some more guys coming at some point, I'm assuming. Of course, they're doing a lot more than we are at this point. We can play this Wanderer, though, next turn. Okay, we got Blessed Light. That is tempting. I think I'm going to hold off on casting it, though, and play Partick Wanderer first. And maybe next turn we attack with everything and hold up Blessed Light to really wreck our opponent. So they can slowly kill us with this, too. Okay, a flyer. It's kind of a problem. They attack with that. The question is, what do I attack with after I get rid of Traxos here? Or before. I could wait until they declare blocks. Could be worth considering. Okay. Yeah, so this is going to start poking us. Another land. Okay. I think I attack with everything and then use Blessed Light depending on what happens here. So we could get a blowout in some ways. Just really depends how our opponent blocks. They're tapped out. That's part of the reason I'm willing to just like do this. Obviously they can't take this. Okay. That's going to work out really well for us because we kill Traxos and this tramples for 5, so that's going to be great. That's kind of like the ideal thing to happen there. So we'll just go Blessed Light. It's going to drop them to 3. We're going to go up to 25 again. And we hold on. We do lose this, but we hold on to a Trampler and an incredibly difficult to block other creature. So I think that feels pretty good. They're going to poke us for 1. But we drop them to 3. Could use a little more help from the deck, but we're in a pretty good spot right here. Short Sword. They start going after me. Yeah, I mean, unblockable dude. Okay. So do you attack me for 5 here? No, just 3. Can't block, so, you know, might as well. I don't remember if we have Artifact or Enchantment Hate in our sideboard. We definitely want Artifact Hate. Then they move this somewhere else, I'm assuming. Yeah. Ouch. Well, I think we still just attack here. They don't have any really good ways to block. They have to lose multiple things no matter what, and they're at 3. So, yeah, it's going to suck if we run out of... Keep drawing blanks, but... Okay, so they double block there. That still tramples for 2. Yeah, so that's going to drop them to 1, and it just kills everything they have. Unless they're about to do something other than that. Nope, doesn't look like it. So all they have left is a creature who can't block. And 1 life. So they need to draw a creature who can block or they're dead. This worked out. Mesa Unicorn plus dub. I wasn't thrilled about it against blue-red, and, you know, it's very swingy, but it's still alive. Everything else, I mean, I've only played 3 creatures, which is kind of nuts that we got them to 1 that way. But, yeah, I mean, they were all really impactful. So, do we have Artifact Hate in the board? Because we want it. I don't think we do. Oh, yes, we do. Invoke the Divine. We don't have the green one, but we have the white one. Corrosive Ooze actually has some equipment to eat. Maybe it's just a Marshal just because our deck has such a hard time casting it. Going below 15 creatures is kind of annoying. But Fungal Plots is sort of a creature, I guess. I can tell myself that. Maybe we could have Mammoth Spider. We'd rather keep a lower curve thing to put all our equipment on and auras on. Yeah, let's cut a Mammoth Spider. Didn't see a whole lot of flying going on in that game, other than Easter Glider, but I wasn't really worried about that. That's a reprint, by the way. They reprinted a lot of things that don't feel like reprints in this set, and that's one of them. Easter Glider. This is a pretty good hand. If we can get more white mana, it'll be really good. But turn 2, Unicorn. Yeah, seems solid. Gideon's Reproach to kill something. So my goal here is to get my win percentage above 0% in this format. I think we can do that. Just have to win 1. All right. Well, we're on our way to 3 white. For that reason, I'm actually going to play a Plains next turn, just in case we draw a 3rd Plains for Benelish Marshal. Get you Chronicler. Having to play that as a 1/3 does not feel good. They're scared of my early aggro. Okay, so we are going to play, like I said, the Plains. We're going to play Mesa Unicorn again. This time around, we don't have a dub to slap on it, unfortunately. Even though I haven't drawn a 3rd Plains, I'm reasonably satisfied with how we've drawn cards. Okay. All right, so let's attack with the Unicorn. They have to use a trick to kill it, and if they don't kill it, I get to gain life. So, seems good to me. I'm going to play the Crows and Druid next. I wish it wouldn't ask you to pay the kicker when it's impossible. Might get syncopated or something. No. So we got Baloth Gorger coming next. If we don't draw Plains, if we draw Plains, I think we play our Marshal because it makes both of these strong enough to punch through this thing. Keldon Raider. That's annoying. So Jousting Lance is also pretty good on our Unicorn. It's dub-esque. So if I draw Plains, I play Marshal for sure. I do have Gideon's Reproach to kill that at some point. Okay, well now... Interesting. Trying to decide if I actually want to play the Courser. I don't think I do. I think I'd rather just play the Gorger here. And yeah, we'll end our turn. We don't have any good attacks, obviously enough. It's going to be tempting to just, like, if I draw a 5th land, play Jousting Lance and put it on our Mesa Unicorn. Apparently really thinks it's a knight. Okay. Traxos is large. I think I take 4 if they attack with the Raiders. I don't think they will, though. Okay. Now I think we play Pegasus Courser. And end our turn. That'll allow us to start attacking for like 5 in the air. Obviously, we can't kill Traxos right now. Unfortunately. I mean, we can with Gideon's Reproach plus a block. Oh man, that's on my overlay. I haven't gotten to play one yet. Okay, untap and scry. That's pretty good for them. Question is, do they attack me? I don't know what the answer to that is. Kind of hope they do. They're down to one card in their hand, though. So they may be shy about attacking with Traxos when they don't know if they can untap it again, ever. I know I would be. But maybe what they have in their hand or on top of their library is an artifact. Gosh, I wish I had left mana up now. We're going to take 8. Or more than 8. 11. We're going to cut our life in half. It feels good. Feels great. Ooh. Okay, so now... Yeah, we play this Marshal. Pump everybody. Funnily enough, I don't think we want to attack with any of our flyer... With our flyer, say any of our flyers. With our flyer. Or our 5/5. I think we just attack with these two. That life gain's nice. So... I mean, I guess they can, like, triple block it, but I'm kind of okay with that. Nope, they don't want to. Okay, we're tied now. Life gain. We do need to leave up mana for Gideon's Reproach at some point. I don't know when that point will be, but we'll need to. Maybe next turn, I mean... If we can start getting 5 off of this, we'll really pull away. Yeah, they did have the other... funny, sad thing about this with the bird is you scry, but it doesn't really matter. Because then this resolves. I mean, it could matter. You don't have to search your library. I guess if what's on top of your library is, like, amazing and you'd rather have it than a land, I guess you don't have to do it. They didn't. That's... Something on top of their library is scary, is what I'm going to assume that means. So, if Traxos attacks here, I think I would just... would I just take it? Would I just take 7 to my face? Maybe. I have good blocks for everything else. Yeah, Traxos is the real problem. Okay. So... That will... Okay, so now I think we do attack with our flyer and our lifelinker. Sure, it means we might take 2 on the backswing, but we're going to gain enough life for it not to matter. And then I think we play Corrosive Ooze and leave up Gideon's Reproach. So we're going to attack with these two. Mesa Unicorn, man, it is saving us. When you can make it bigger, makes a difference. So I could play the Lance too, but I really want to try to leave mana up for Gideon's Reproach for if something crazy happens. I think we're in a pretty good place where we are. Yeah, we'll play this Ooze. I mean, it's at 3/3, so it's got some legit stats right now. Win the turn, leaving up mana for Gideon's Reproach. So we're at 17 now. Now I would definitely take a Traxos hit to the face. They probably attack me for either 2 or 3, but we're okay with that. Their deck has, so far, knock on wood, had not had that much removal. Ooh. That guy's gross. Might have to use Gideon's Reproach on him at some point instead. Yeah. No attacks. Okay. Yeah, I think this is what's got to get Gideon's Reproached now. Okay. So with 6 mana, we can actually play and equip the Lance and leave up the Reproach. So, no, we can't. What am I talking about? We're just going to play the Lance. I think. Yeah. I think leaving up Gideon's Reproach is the safest thing. We could, I mean, we do attack for 7 in the air, but why is your equip cost so high? But I don't think that's enough of a payoff. I think just attacking for the 5 and going up to 20 is good enough for me. And they can block, of course. They just haven't yet. They may give up their bird. Yeah. No? I wouldn't mind the bird dying because... Sorry, overlay. Because them scrying could lead to bad things happening for us. All right, we go back to 20. Next turn we can equip Jousting Lance onto Mesa Unicorn and really go to town. Leave up our mana for Gideon's Reproach. So, you know, we do have a 5/5, so that makes it a lot harder for Two-Headed Giant to successfully attack us. Obviously, it can get Double Strike or Menace, and that's kind of a problem, but, you know, maybe we don't have to use Gideon's Reproach on it. I don't know. Yeah, getting the 3 white for this was good. You'll notice we haven't drawn another white mana since then. So, you know, it's not going to happen all the time. But, you know, we played on like turn 5, I think, and it was good then. It's good. You know, Glorious Anthem, you know, is a pretty good card all game long, assuming you at least have some board presence, and a 3/3 Glorious Anthem is really good. Do they have a plan? They don't have anything to block flyers, so they're just dead to the Jousting Lance thing next turn. So they may Alpha Strike here. See if they can just... Yeah. That is their plan. Okay, coins get flipped. Let's see what happens with them coins. Double Strike it is. I'm going to declare... Well, no, I don't want to waste a blocker on that. I'm just going to try to kill him. See if that happens. Good. So now we know we don't need to block him. We take Traxos, but I think we can effectively block basically everything else. So, yeah, we can trade with that. This can kill that. And we'll block this. We'll actually take 7, 9. Yeah, we'll take 10. I think that's fine. Yeah. Yeah. Mesa Unicorn's lifelink has been the key for us. Okay, well, they're dead. They are dead. I'm lucky they didn't play that earlier with equipment. So we also drew Blessed Light, but yeah, we'll just go like this. Right, you cost 3. And yeah, we'll just attack with everything. Give this flying. Looks like we're going to get that win percentage up above 0, guys. Man, they wanted to play till the end. All right. 25% win percentage. Let's see if we can keep it going up. See you guys in the next match. All right, going into match 2, we would like to play first. This is not a very good hand. We have early removal and an aura, but I think we have to send it back just because we have no early game. Okay, this one's not much better, but I think we have to keep it. And I think we put this on the bottom. We need to draw one of our early creatures and just slap dub on it and try to win that way, basically. And right now we're not doing that. Well, there's an early-ish creature. Not the best place to put dub, but not a bad one either. We'd rather put it on our lifelinker. Okay. Okay, well, we got 2 Blessed Lights, so we're going to play our Courser here and end our turn. Opponent is a super fast player, which is pretty nice. All right, they're going for ramping. That card can be really powerful. I've seen it end up doing a lot more work than you'd expect it to. Yeah, do we slap dub on this Courser? I think we do. We say the hell with it. See what happens. I keep making creatures who knights generally ride into knights, so I'm not really sure how that works. Right? I mean, in fact, this one has a knight about to get on it. That's the flavor. It gives something flying. But, you know, whatever. If they have a bounce spell here or a kill spell, it's not going to feel good. Oh, they just have Yargle. Not too worried about that, except for the fact that I can't actually play anything. I think we attack and brace to take at least 9. They may play an Aura to make Yargle more of a threat. We really need to get that 5th land. Or Yargle, or I'll lose to Yargle here. Because they're probably about to put an Aura on him. No Aura. They're just going to bash us for 9. Feels good. What else are they ramping into here? Their own Mammoth Spider. Okay, well, I do have this. And obviously we can kill Yargle in combat with our Courser, so now we don't attack. Okay, they're going to Dark Bargain. See what they put in their graveyard. Does drop them to 12, a swamp. Basically what I think you'd expect them to do. Shalai was definitely a good draw. Okay, well. Play Mesa Unicorn now. Can't really do anything else. End our turn. Come on, 5th land. We need you for so many reasons. Okay, so she's gone. Forever. Crap. Another unicorn. End our turn. So this Omnivore is kind of a problem. Probably end up having to chump it with our Mesa Unicorn here. I'm jealous of all their lands, although I think they're probably flooding to some extent. They have 1 extra from Grow from the Ashes, so yeah, I mean, I think they're flooding pretty hard. But, you know, I would love to get a flood right now. It would allow me to play Blessed Light, Partick Wanderer, Mammoth Spider. It would be a nice place to be. The question is whether we kill Yargle or Mammoth Spider. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. Okay, what can they reanimate right now? Nothing. No attacks. There it is. I think we just play our Mammoth Spider and in the turn. We don't need to Blessed Light anything right this second. We might end up just wanting to kill the Spider, but right now our Pegasus Courser is like the best blocker for it. Although the Mammoth Spider can obviously trade with it. They can get it back potentially, but you know. Yeah, they're definitely flooding. They're having our opposite of our problem. I mean, they've only gotten to cast 7 spells. We've gotten to cast 5, but it's about to be more because we finally hit our mana. Actually, 6. So yeah, we've cast about the same number of spells. That's the reason we're still in this, despite the screw, you know, not being able to hit 5 for so long because they are mostly drawing lands. Could have a kill spell for us here. If they can kill our Pegasus Courser, it's not going to be a good day for us. Wouldn't mind getting this Wanderer out there. Another big body who can complicate things. Yeah, I think I definitely, like, if he attacks with the Omnivore, I think I definitely block it with my Unicorn. I'm guessing they have some sacrifice synergies between these two cards. Maybe some Saprolings. Almost assuredly. Their base is black-green. We don't know what they're splashing blue for, so that's a little scary. Could be the blue-green signpost uncommon, I guess. Tatiova. She's definitely worth splashing. We're probably going to be firing off a Blessed Light on our turn. I just have to decide what's best to do with it. So if he attacks with Yargle right now, I probably block with my Spider. Reach isn't going to be super relevant against a deck in these colors. There's a couple black flyers, but... And of course there's a lot of blue, but that's just a splash color. Green doesn't have any. Black has hardly any. So I think I'd rather hold on to the Courser and block with the Mammoth Spider. Even though the Courser can kill it without dying. Yeah, I don't know. And then I almost feel like Blessed Light here is our best choice, because then we can start swinging with our Courser and maybe a Lifelinker. Hit them for 5 and we go up to 13. Yeah, and we still have a Spider who's capable of blocking Yargle. And if they want to reanimate Yargle, I don't know that we really care very much. So yeah, on our turn, we probably cast Blessed Light on Yargle. I think. It's a nice Spider. I wish it was Sentinel Spider. That's probably like the best Spider in Limited that's not named Ishkana. That thing was like a 6-mana 6/6 with Reach and Vigilance, I think. Maybe even Trample in Magic Origins. It was a beast, even in that fast of a format. But this one's pretty solid. I mean, I think running 1 in a green deck is usually going to be fine. But we're running 2, and we may side 1 out because flying doesn't look like a real problem against this opponent. Okay. Short sword, huh? All right, so I think we just cast Blessed Light here on Mammoth Spider. The thing they can do is sacrifice it so that at least Whisper can get it back if that's really what they want to do. And that's what they do. So the exile doesn't actually happen. All right, and now, though, we're going to attack with these. Give Mesa Unicorn flying so that we can gain some life, which is important. In Limited, I don't know that I would want more than 2 Blessed Lights, and in Draft, I mean. But it's basically our only removal. And running, Sealed is usually slower, so a card like Blessed Light is a little better than it looks here. Yeah, they are flooding hard. They've got something in their hand, though, as long as they were thinking that last turn. They've got something. We've been pretty lucky with dubs so far, I have to say. It's gone our way. It's interesting. In Limited, sometimes you just don't have removal, I guess. So now we're going to see what they're splashing blue for. Oh, that's not good. Are we dead? I think we might be dead. Okay. So, we block this. Well, actually, it's probably better to block this way. And then we take... So we go up to 15, and we take 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, we're dead. I figured. Yeah, that's what they were waiting on. That's what they were thinking about last turn, is casting Sylvan Awakening. Okay. Do we want a second Mammoth Spider? I don't think we do. Howling Golem. Yeah, none of that stuff is very interesting. I guess going more aggressive and playing the Knight of New Benalia is not too bad. I think I'd rather play it, yeah, than... Works well with our auras and equipment, so... Sylvan Awakening, that's something we're going to have to account for. Turns out flooding's not so bad when you have Sylvan Awakening. Right, this is a keeper. Do we play our Knight or our Ooze on turn 1? I think I'm going to play the Knight. Then play the Trapper. Yep, they have a rat colony. Ooh. Maybe I play a Sap Herd now. Yeah, I think we do that. And... do we offer the trade? Yeah, what the hell. Probably should have just attacked first. 2-drop for 2-drop. Works for me. Okay, we're 1 white mana away from pulling that off. So we're going to attack. I'm going to play the Trapper so that when we play our Lance in the future, we can tap their creature down. That's my plan anyway. Yep. Ooh. We can play our Marshal now, but I think it's still better right now to play the Lance. We'll play the Marshal next turn, I guess. So we'll tap that down. We can also play our Ooze, which is nice. So we're going to attack for a bunch. Drop them to 11. And yeah, then we'll play our Ooze. So next turn we can play the Marshal and be going pretty wide on our opponent. That probably is the best thing for us to do. Okay, we all have Blessed Light too. But... why do you have to have an equip cost of 3? So, yeah, I think we play the Marshal. And we attack with everybody who these can at best trade with, which is everything but our Sapperling. So they're going to have to block here. Just go for trades, and they go to 8. We end our turn. If they play a big dude, we Blessed Light it and swing for lethal. Oh, or they do that. Okay, well, that's kind of okay with us, I think. I think we just put the Lance here, drop them to 3. So when they do play a blocker, once again, we can just Blessed Light it out of the way. Most likely. Hopefully it's not the Knight with Hexproof from white. Okay, they're going to grab blue. Yeah, so we win this one. We can go to game 3. On to game 3. Let's do some more of that this time. Nice aggressive start. Benelish Marshal in play long enough to create some problems. Seems pretty good. No reason to bring in Invoke the Divine. We got to play Shalai, but she very quickly died. I think that was that game. I don't know. They're kind of running together now in my head. Okay, this is a good one. Turn 2, Knight of New Benalia into turn 3 Courser is a pretty aggressive start. We also have Shalai to make things difficult, not to mention our useful Jousting Lance. Okay, we're going to need another green at some point, but we have some time to get there. So player knight. It is super weak against that sapperling mutation or fungal sickness. It's got some weird name like that. I can't remember. All right, so we'll attack. Get in for 3. Play our Courser, which means we can swing for 4 in the air next turn, potentially. Aww. I mean, I'm kind of glad they had to use that on a 2-drop, to be honest. Okay. I think I'm actually going to play the Baloth Gorger first. That way... Hey, look who's back. Okay, so... I think we play Shalai here. And I think we just attack for 5 in the air, and we take 9 from Yargle if that's what happens. We're in some trouble if they have the aura. We haven't seen them put one on Yargle, but they could be playing Astral Flight or whatever. Yeah, we're just going to take 9 here. Let's see what they do. Damn, a flyer. That is annoying. Good news is we have mana to use Shalai's ability. So if I use Shalai's ability... So what are the options here? So my opponent would end up taking like 5. I wouldn't be able to play anything else if that's what I did, though. I'm sort of leaning towards attacking with the Baloth Gorger and then playing both of these creatures. So yeah, let's attack with our Gorger. Drop them to 7. And then I think we play this, who can actually trade with Yargle right now. And we also play Mesa Unicorn. Question is it worth emptying our hand here to play the Lance? I don't think it is, because chances are the best thing to do next turn is going to be to use Shalai's ability. And even if we don't have... If Shalai dies, for example, then we can just play it and equip it. We'll have plenty of mana. So I think it's better here to bluff a little bit than do anything else. So Shalai can put a counter on everyone on her next turn, which should be enough to win the game. Should be. God, they have their stupid Sylvan Awakening, I think. Luckily, it can't kill me right now. But it would be really, really annoying. Okay, so the Honor Guard is going to block. If they kill Shalai, you know, that would suck, but... They don't. If they killed it in response, it would have been a huge blowout. Obviously. Primordial Worm, okay. Sounds good to me. Alright. So... I think putting the Lance on our Mesa Unicorn... Crap. So, if I attack with everything here, they'll block, I guess, Shalai and Baloth Gorger. If they block Shalai, though, I kill their Cloud Reader Sphinx. I'll gain 2 life and go up to 13. That's why I think it's worth playing the Lance on this either way to gain more life. Although putting it on this means it's basically they can't block profitably. So we're not going to use the ability. I think it's better for us to put the Jousting Lance here. And just attack with the Gorger. So they have to block it. They don't really have a choice. I mean, I guess they do. They can go to 1 if they want to. I guess if they have their stupid Sylvan Awakening. God, they have Sylvan Awakening. I might be dead. Again, to Sylvan Awakening. Which I would have been either way. If I attacked with everything here... They were at 7, right? So if I'd attacked with everything here, they would have just blocked these 2, and yeah. So I would have died to Sylvan Awakening either way. Do sort of wish I could move this Lance, but it's too expensive. We're about to lose to Sylvan Awakening again, I think. Although, it costs 3, right? No, they can't kill us with it. They cannot kill us with it. Alright, so that's 7 damage. Do we just block? I think maybe we just block. Yeah. Too many things can go wrong there. Takes us back up to 13 too, which is certainly relevant. Rat colonies, not a concern really. So they have 1 flyer, is what you're telling me. Okay. Well, I think we attack with everything. Things could end up going super, super wrong, but doesn't seem ultra likely to me. Yeah, we got there. All right. So 2-0 now in this one. Maybe we'll get to 500 after the next match. See you then. All right, going into our 3rd match. This is a good keep. Short Sword, Mesa Unicorn, Pegasus Courser. Seems nice. Wonder how much removal our opponent has since they're in red. Hard to say. Yeah, so we'll play our Short Sword, end our turn. Maybe we'll draw Dub and can just slam it on our Unicorn. Who knows? Okay, we're going to play our Unicorn. Well, if it was going to eat a removal spell, it's probably going to do it there. So... I think it's probably worth it to attack with our Unicorn and offer the trade here. 2-drop for 3-drop, so it feels pretty good. Sure, it doesn't make it so we don't have something to give flying to, but we can at least put the Short Sword on the Pegasus Courser. So, and then start attacking for 2 with it, which is not unreasonable. There's something to use Gideon's Reproach on. That card's good. It's a little 4-drop who loots for you, or rummages rather. Alright, so put the sword here, and we'll attack for 2. Soon he'll have Pardic Wanderer to, you know, take with him into the skies. Do I take it? No, I think we try Gideon's Reproach here. If they have a trick, it wouldn't upset me too much. And chances are, if they're going to play something on 5 mana here, it's going to be too big for Gideon's Reproach anyway. Ooh. That is a cool card. Nice little value engine here for them. Especially because I'm not putting that much pressure on them. So they can get back their Keldon Raider, which we just used Gideon's Reproach on. So that hurts a little bit. And they'll get at least 1 land back. And they'll probably get more than that later. Ooh, that's not too bad. At least he has someone who can fly with him next turn. Drop them to 16. So yeah, Spider into Partick Wanderer seems pretty good. Especially with our Pegasus Courser. They probably play their loot guy again. Fire Elemental. So then get Lenore Envoy, Surveyor, or Fire Elemental. Probably Fire Elemental is what they'll get, I'm guessing. Yeah, this card's sweet. I mean, if you're like way behind, it's not so good to tap out for 5, but given the board state, our opponent picked the perfect time to play it where it's like, you know, I'm going to do some damage to you, but you're not so far behind that you're in trouble. And now you just have, you know, at least a 2-for-1 with the Mending of Dominaria. So these are really cool in general, the sagas, like cool mechanically and cool flavor-wise. Each of them has art that is supposed to be representative of art actually on Dominaria that people created on the plane of Dominaria in remembrance of a specific historical event there. And this one is the Mending, which I'm definitely not a lore expert. You know, I like the art on cards. I don't dig a lot deeper than that usually. But the Mending is, I think, when Dominaria was cut off from the rest of the multiverse and became its own thing, and Planeswalkers became weaker and stuff. I don't know, something like that. One of you can correct me in the comments. I guess they're thinking hard about what to return. If they need to splash, the Surveyor's better. I mean, none of their options are great. They are going to get 3 lands back next turn with the Mending of Dominaria. So, whoop-de-doo. They did get the Surveyor. Who will now skitter onto the board. Oh no, they have Icy Manipulator. God. Time to bring in the enchantment hate out of our sideboard, I guess. Alright, so we're going to go to combat. Guessing they tap Mammoth Spider in this situation. In future turns, they're going to be tapping down our Courser, which is just great. Our Artifact Hate spell is also a enchantment hate spell, so getting to kill the Mending of Dominaria before they draw the extra cards isn't too bad. Look at all that mana. I'm kind of scared. We know they have the looting guy, but that's it, I think. Yeah, these aren't... Oh, we know they have the Surveyor and the Looter. Rummager, I should say. Ooh, that's not good. I'm guessing they kill my Courser? Yeah. So this is going to allow them to start tapping down my Partick Wanderer. Who I could make big enough to do, you know, to take down the Allosaurus in combat otherwise. With the sword. I'm kind of sad they didn't print more. Like, you know, Jousting Lance is fine, Short Sword's fine, but there's not like a really good common or uncommon equipment that's like first pickable. There's only one rare one that I think is really good, either the Forebear's Blade. So the equipment deck, it's kind of like what happened last time they tried to do equipment, which I think was in Battle for Zendikar. Yeah, because it was set with allies. And there just weren't enough good equipment. There was that True Faith sensor was a nice piece of equipment, but you had to have humans for it to be at its best, which wasn't that hard to do. But other than that, it was like, yeah. I think they're a little afraid of printing equipment that's too good because they've made that mistake before, but it's been so long since they've screwed up on equipment. I feel like they can make them a little stronger. All right. What we got? What do we draw? Give us something good. Wow, you're going to do it now? Aggressive. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we're going to put short sword here, which at least means we can block the Allosaurus, assuming they don't tap down our creature. And we'll end our turn. Still have the looter in their hand. Rummager. I keep saying looter. Planes. So they're splashing something. Something diabolical, I'm sure. Interesting. So she's not awesome, but with Icy Manipulator in play, it's very hard for me to pressure her. So they're just going to be using that powerful draw a card ability. Her emblem isn't anything special if your deck doesn't have enough instants and sorceries in it. So she's not going to like kill us single-handedly, but she may help our opponent draw into more action quicker than we'd like. So they just discarded one and drew one, so no big deal. No big deal. We need Shalai is what we need. That'll make Icy Manipulator look bad. Do we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5? Yeah, so we're going to play this and kick it. I guess we'll go to combat first. Yeah, we'll go to combat first. I'm sure something gets tapped. We're going to go to 32 life, so that'll be fun. So, wonder if they have Sylvan Awakening. Oh, no. Well, that may be our death warrant right there. Siege Gang Commander is a monster. Yeah, that's not good. We definitely can hold out for a while thanks to all of our life, but okay, this is complicated. I think we have to kill the Siege Gang Commander because if they can use that activated ability, we're in trouble. The 5/5 is not a huge concern right now. Let's go to combat and see what they do first of all, though. Yeah, tap down our Wanderer. So, yeah, I think we got to kill Siege Gang Commander, which I don't love because they still have all those goblins, but they can't turn their goblins into removal if I do this. And we end our turn. They can, just tapping my Mammoth Spider right now would be a pretty big problem. I can block a little, but not a lot. But that would mean they're opening themselves up more to me being able to attack them. Jaya's Immolating of Inferno? No, just a kicked Baloth Gorger. We wouldn't mind one of those. We have those. Jaya's Immolating Inferno would have been pretty fun with their Jaya Ballard in play, you know, flavor. Not a land. Not a land. Oh, hello there. Okay, well, this game's about to get grindier. So we've only got 2 creatures in our graveyard now, but every creature that goes into our graveyard we can turn into a sapling, and we can turn saplings into card advantage and gain some life off of them because we don't have enough life. Right, end our turn. So yeah, I don't think we're going to have time to do the life gain, personally. I think we probably make a sapling just to like block Baloth Gorger here. It's probably what we do. They're going to reach a point where like tapping one guy at the end of my turn and then one on their turn really makes the floodgates open, but Fungal Plots does help us avoid that from being too much of a problem. I do love this card. I wish I was ahead, though, instead of behind with it. It's fine when you're behind, but if you're ahead, you just get to start drawing cards, and I don't see that happening for us. I mean, I guess I can. I guess I could make 2 of them and then sack them both, gain 2 life, and draw a card, because it's not like blocking with them will kill. Yeah, that's probably what I would do here, depending on what happens. Okay, so let's do it. Let's go ahead and exile Pegasus Courser. Although double blocking this doesn't seem especially good right now with 2 saplings. Hardly seems worth it. So I think I probably do just chump. Yeah. I still have a chance. I still have an opportunity to make another one and decide if I want to make it into a card or if I'd rather hold on to it for chump blocking later. I think making another card is probably better. And then all right, that was definitely worth it. So Jaya, you know, gives flashback to everything, but they don't have anything to flashback yet, so we're not worried yet. We might be at some point. Ooh, I'm a little worried. That's what they're doing. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, they have 10 mana over there. So Jaya's Immolating Inferno can do 8 to 3 targets right now. Ooh, or they'll just kick that. Ouchies. Okay. Well, that's not good. Nor is that. Well, I think we're in trouble now. I would say we are. So I have 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. So the best I can do... We're still at 33 life, so... things aren't over yet by any means. Probably a flavor fail that you can equip it with a sword, but hey... and this lets us leave mana up for Blessed Light. I think it's likely they just make us we tap this down, and then he tries to go for our Dome. Here it's probably going to be better. Like, I'll probably trade the Ooze for something, and then Blessed Light the Baloth Gorger. Well, they're going to tap my Ooze, so I can't trade it. So I could make 2 Saplings instead, but that doesn't really seem worth it right here. I think I'd rather just kill the 7/7. I think that's our best move. Very Siege Gang Commandery. Oh yeah, they can recast Fight Fire with Fire. I kind of Forgot about that. Yeah, they played something where it matters now. That's not good. So they could just kick it and do 10 to me. And that looks like what they're going to do. Oh, no, though. Yeah, okay, they're doing some damage to me. This gives us more fuel for our fungal plots. You know, that's not a downside, I mean, it makes it less of a downside. So they attack with everything. We're going to kill the biggest guy they have with Blessed Light. And we're going to take 9, 10, 13, 16. Okay, that's going to make fungal plots a little more interesting. I can make 2 2s with it. All right. They attack with everything. We make some guys. Probably still going to be better to just block and draw a card. Because we can't really kill anything relevant with them anyway. So we're just going to block the biggest guys and then sack them both. And that makes us take 7. Right, so we're going to do this. Fungal plots, I think, are sort of just delaying the inevitable here, but hey, maybe not. Maybe we got something. There's that fire elemental. Ooh. I don't know. I think we're probably dead now. Maybe not quite, though. So that leaves me 7 mana. So I may as well equip the Marshal, I think. And I can make 3 Saprolings, yeah. We'll end our turn. Mammoth Spider. Oh, we can actually only make 2 because that's all we have. All right, so I think we again just have to block the biggest guys. We can try to take something down with our Marshal at least. So that leaves us taking 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, but we're going to gain 2, so we'll go to 2. Yeah. Uh-oh. All right, now we're dead. Well, that was a fun, grindy game. One that Fungal Plots tried to find us our way out of, but it did not happen. Yeah, Invoke the Divine definitely comes in. Even though it was good for us there and part of why we lasted so long, I mean, Crows and Druids probably one of our worst cards. I mean, we could trim Partick Wanderer instead, maybe, but or a Mammoth Spider. Yeah, let's cut a spider. Wish I had more ways of making saprolings and really go crazy with our fungal plots, but it works on its own pretty well, as we saw. Okay. I think this is a keep. It's not a very good one, but could be worse. We do have lots of mana, so if we draw Blessed Light, we know we can cast it and things like that. We have the mana for our Marshal, too, which is why I'm playing a Plains first, in case that's what we draw. Well, that was pretty nice. Oh, that wasn't, though. It definitely should have. I'm going to draw that Marshal now. I clicked faster than I thought. Nope. All right, so we're going to attack. We're going to have a 2-3-4 curve out, which is more than it looked like this hand was going to give us. This time, Crows and Druid's not going to be gaining us any life, but it is a dude. This would be a pretty crazy thing to combo with Lich's Mastery, or whatever it's called. Draws you 10 cards. It's pretty nuts. I just realized how much less time our opponent has. I did feel like I'd been talking like way more than normal. It's difficult to find time to like edit down draft videos for me, because it takes a while. They're so long, so I try to fill as much of the time as possible with talking. But yeah, I mean, I cut like big times of silence. Those are easy for me to see, but you know, 2 hour or hour and a half or however long this video is gonna. This is sealed, so we're gonna probably play 5 matches. So it takes a long time. Wow, I'm happy to see them use that there. I guess they're that concerned about our Crows and our life gain capabilities. Okay, so I think we attack for 2 here. Of course, if they have Jaya Ballard, they can get it back later. Whoop-de-doo. All right. Well, we're going to play Baloth Gorger. That fight with fire, seems like such a... it seems like it should be rare, is what I'm trying to say. But it ain't. It's uncommon. So we get to go Trapper, and then maybe Partick Wanderer to tap down a blocker. Ooh, that's pretty good. All right, so we're going to attack with both of these. Good chance our opponent chump blocks this. Yeah. They go to 14. And then we go Mesa Unicorn, Trapper. So if we can draw a land here, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, I mean, we can drop our opponent to 2 potentially if we draw the land for Partick Wanderer, or if we draw any other artifact in our deck, or the one legendary creature we have. So there's lots of things we can draw that can tap down our opponents, like if they play 1 creature. This is a situation where Jaya Ballard is not so good, because we're putting a lot of pressure on our opponent. Playing her right now would just make them lose, more or less. There's the spider. So land or artifact. There we go. So we're going to go Partick Wanderer, tap down the big spider. And attack for a bunch. All right. Oh, I thought I was going to drop them to 2. I don't know where I was getting the extra damage from. 3's good, though. They have to play... Yeah, I was going to say, they have to play a bunch of creatures here to not die. All right. Would I rather have my Knight of New Benalia than Corrosive Ooze? I don't think so. Nah. So the game I won went way more quickly than the game they won. So maybe we can win the next one too. And it'll go fast. Good hand again. Our friend Mesa Unicorn. We don't have Dub, but we have Jousting Lance, and that's pretty good. And if we see Icy Manipulator, we can say goodbye to it. So we can have another aggressive curve, aggressive-ish curve out here. In this case, it's going to be like Mesa Unicorn Druid. Probably Jousting Lance, I guess. We're going to play the Plains this time, unlike last time. Luckily, we did not draw our Marshal. Because if we did, that would have been really annoying. Okay. Kind of doubt. I don't know. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm going to offer the trade here. Yeah. I wish we had a trick. It would be so sweet. We don't, though. So, kill that, gain 2 life. And play our friend Frozen Druid. Got removal. Can blow up the Icy Manipulator if we see it. Or the Mending of Dominaria if that's what we want to do. So that's pretty good. Rampaging Cyclops is a big guy. Okay, so we're going to play Jousting Lance and end our turn. Then we're going to take 4 from this Cyclops, most likely. So they could play Jaya Ballard here. Oh, okay. So we can blow that up. The question is, do we do it now or later? Let's go to combat. I mean, even if I blow it up now, in response, they're going to tap my creature. So maybe if we get lucky here, they'll be like, well, we'll wait to tap whatever they play. Nah, okay, fine. Fine then. Does gain us more life, which is nice. But we're going to take another 4 from this. It sort of blanks one of the attacks from that guy. And then next turn we can equip the Lance. We have Blessed Light. We have a lot of options. We could play the Mending or Jaya Ballard. Or, you know, Fire Elemental. Play that too. Hey, Fungal Plots. That'll come in handy at a later time. 4, 5, 6. So I can't play the plots and leave up mana for Blessed Light. So I think I just end the turn, unfortunately. We're going to want a Blessed Light, one of these things. I think I declare the block on Fire Elemental, and then maybe they use a trick. I doubt they do. It's not like my creature can trade. So we'll block. And we go to 14. So if I play Fungal Plots... Ooh. Something big and scary is coming. I'm glad I have another Blessed Light. Creature? Not a creature. Okay. I'm going to play fungal plots here. I'm going to equip this. So we can set up the double block scenario with the help of the sapperling we're about to make. Or we can just attack for 16 and then we go down to 10. Because it only has first strike on my turn. So it'll be a 4/3 without first strike. But this won't be able to kill it if I make a sapperling. Assuming they don't have a trick. So I think we try to go for the double block on the Cyclops. There's a chance they have a trick or something to push through the damage, but... Oh, that's not cool. I would never blow up one of your artifacts. Come on. So we can still do what we were going to do, though. I mean, the Cyclops goes down to being a 2/4. Oh, we can't kill it, though, so what's the point? Yeah, we'll just take 4. We'll make a sapperling at the end of their turn. So yeah, we could have double blocked it and lost to sapperling, but that isn't worth it unless I'm killing the guy, so... So get rid of this Mesa Unicorn, make a sapperling. Shalai would be good. One of our big guys would be good. We do have the Grindier card in play right now, and that certainly doesn't hurt. So do I attack here? I don't think so. I think I want to declare the double block, and then if I get him to use a trick, cast Blessed Light, and even if he doesn't use a trick, cast Blessed Light. So, all right. No trick, but I'm fairly happy with the outcome. They could be about to play a kicked, scary Allosaurus guy. No, they're kicking that, though, which can get them back their Fiery Intervention, so that's pretty good. Okay, I've had enough of you lands. In my turn, I guess they're going to kill my Crozen Druid here. Jaya Ballard is back. What good news. This time, we don't have pressure on them, obviously enough. Okay. Not another land. Come on. Thank you. We want to tap it like this so that if something dies, we can make a... Oh. We can't. Right. Big Gorger's in play. Good news for us. So they have the spell that can do 5, but that's obviously not enough to kill the Gorger. Okay, Raider. They decided not to rummage. Oh, double raider. Okay. We can still kill both of them if they double block our Gorger. So I think we attack with our Gorger. And I think we attack Giant Ballard. They may just chump block. Now they're going to take him down, which is fine with me. All right. We'll just end our turn. We can make a Sapperling at the end of theirs. Ooh, that could get ugly. We know they like kicking things. Also has trample, so setting up double blocks on it and hoping, and then sacking my Sapperlings isn't going to be nearly as profitable. We don't actually prevent any damage. Opponent is under 3 minutes, which could be good news. We might have to win this one on timeout. They discard a Corrosive Ooze. Okay. I think we hold off on sacking the Sapperlings for now. Sure, I will play another dude. And I'll end my turn. So they can do flashback. So they may be able to cast Fiery Intervention twice, which would be pretty obnoxious because they have they can do the emblem now if they want to. Okay, so probably the 10 damage spell is about to kill us, but we can actually gain 2 life. Oh. Yeah, that'll be enough. We'll be at 1 life. We'll be at 1 life if that's what they decide to do here. Times like this, I wish I could cast this and gain 10. Maybe it's just Fiery Intervention? No. Oh, wow, they're going for my whole board. It's not what I expected at all. Okay, so... Alright, and then the rest of you die, but I can turn you all into Sapperlings. So there's that. I think they should have gone for my dome. I would have been pretty much dead. Not completely. Yeah, I think we take the 4. But they can flash back, fight fire with fire is the problem that we're presented with. And then just finish us with it. That would have been nice a minute ago. So, I think we're dead. Is gaining 2 life going to make a difference? They're going to do all 10 to me, so it won't really make a difference. This will, yeah, so it doesn't really make a difference. So we'll end our turn and hope that they make a mistake, basically. That doesn't look like it, does it? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They have enough mana for it. We can go up to 8. That's the most we can do. Should we have sacked these on our turn? I don't think so. Maybe they take a whole minute to tap all their mana. That's what we need to happen. Wow, they are They're cutting it close. Just cast it and kill me. You're making me nervous. You have 40 seconds. Yeah, there you go. There you go. All at my dome. I mean, this isn't going to help at all, but we're going to do it. Nope. Yeah, we're dead. Almost won that one on timeout. It's like cards I said that aren't very good in my set review have been showing up to beat me. Like the Helm beat me in my last draft, which I actually think is like a D or an F still. And something else beat me. And now Jaya Ballard. Although, I mean, I did acknowledge she'll have times where she can be great. And obviously, like our opponent getting fight with fire both games, you know, that's basically the only spell they could flash back, but it's such a strong one that obviously it worked out really well. So we dropped down to 2-1 in this one, but we only need to win one more to at least get some prize, and if we win two more, we get a decent one. So I'll see you guys in the next match. All right, match number 4. I think we have a pretty good hand here, and we'll keep it. You know, we'll play our planes first for reasons I've mentioned in some of the other games. If we hit 2 planes in a row, playing this would be great. But even if we don't do that, we have the Shepherd. We'll probably play our Fungal Plots on turn 2. Do they have a 2-1 Dauntless Bodyguard? No, just Navigator's Compass. Not a huge deal. It's an okay piece of fixing. And they may have a ton of Historic in their deck too, so those are both things to keep in mind. Okay, it doesn't really matter which land we play first, I guess. Well, we could still draw Plains next turn. And if we did, I think I would probably play it because playing the Marshal out is better than playing Fungal Plots. But yeah, we'll just see. Fungal Plots and Shepherd are nice to have together. It's the only other Saproling maker we have in our whole deck, so. Okay. Oh. Alright, yeah, I think we play the Plains. Play Fungal Plots later. Because if we can go turn 3 Benelish Marshal, that's pretty good. And if we have to play the Sapherd instead, that's fine. So they got 3 colors. We actually have the potential for 4. Journey Mage, okay. Not too worried about a Journey Mage. Alright, well, we didn't do it. But we can do this. And we have Dub. So that has worked pretty well for us so far. We just take 3 if they attack us. So if we draw white now, it would be great because we already have 2 bodies in play. So we'll see if we can do it. Why does everybody have Icy Manipulator? I mean, really? That's not fun. It's not. Okay, look what we did. So we play Benelish Marshal. And we go to combat. They can't tap anything down right now. So we attack with both of these. I'm guessing they trade for the Sapherd. No, they just take 5. Awesome. Maybe not awesome. Maybe that means something scary. They may have the Ember Fist guy. No, they just have an Eviscerate. That'll do it. So the bad news about Icy Manipulator is that our opponents, if we put Dub on something, our opponent will just shut it down. So that's really annoying. It might still be worth it to do it. Probably is. Yeah. And yeah, we'll put it here. I mean, it means they have to leave 1 mana up at least, right? We get to get in for 5 here. If they attack us, we probably use Gideon's Reproach. We could also just make a Saproling with our Marshal. Drop them to 13. Definitely bringing in our Artifact Hate again. You know, I think I'm just going to play Fungal Plots. I don't think we're super concerned about taking 3 here. So yeah, it means my Sapherd will now just start getting tapped down every turn, which is not fun for me, but okay. That does make it hard for our sapperling to attack. We could use Gideon's Reproach on that thing, though. Let's go to combat. See if they manipulate my guy. I think they do. Yeah. They do. All right. No attacks for us. So, yeah, I think we end our turn. This time I probably do use Gideon's Reproach. The question is, what do I use it on? Probably the Disciple, I guess, because it's making my the life of my sapperling hard. Although Voltaic Servant will too. So, but the evasiveness is more of a problem. I mean, I could also just make a second sapperling and double block the Journey Mage. That might just be the best thing to do. Probably is. This plus Icy Manipulator is not good, though. All right. Ooh. What are you going to do? Tap down my other sapperling. Okay. Well, then. If that's how you're going to be. Yeah, we'll kill this guy. Our sapperling army can't do much about him. And we go to 11. But yeah, now they get to untap their stupid Icy Manipulator at the end of their every turn. Which is a real problem. Like, I'm seriously considering using Blessed Light on a Voltaic Servant because the two of these are so powerful together. Okay, so let's go to combat. They tap down our Sap Herd, yeah. No surprise there. All right, so we play Mesa Unicorn. And we leave up mana for Blessed Light and we end our turn. Why didn't I get an Icy Manipulator? Such a gross card. No attacks, so, you know, that's good. I'm surprised they, I mean, they may as well tap something down is kind of how I feel, so I'm surprised that they don't. A little bit. Okay, that's interesting. Another, this one we can at least move around. So, we'll stick it here. And we'll go to combat. Yep, they tap that down. And I think we attack. We may be able to get a 2-for-1 here if he's really aggressive. Blocking. Nah, he just wants to kill it. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Traded it away. Probably. Yeah, we go up to 14. Gives us some more fuel for our plots. We can put the sword on one of our sapperlings. That does mean we don't have mana up right now for Blessed Light, but that's okay. That is A-okay. They really should just be tapping something down for free every turn, so I'm not sure why they aren't. Ugh. It is really tempting to just cast Blessed Light on this thing and start attacking. I think that's probably what I'm going to do. It's going to be bad if they play something scary, but... Okay, so let's do it. So let's just get in for 4, which can quickly add up. Probably should have left green up. one way or another. Right, so get in there, saplings. Drop them to 9. The reason I maybe should have left another mana untapped is forest untapped is because if they kill this, then I can make another sapling. Now they're going to play something that I really wish I had, something I could kill. I knew it would happen, and I also knew we would draw a land right there. All right, so we're going to go to combat. They're going to tap Yavimaya Sap Herd, and we're just going to end our turn. This is the first set in recent memory where there's not an aura-based removal spell for white, right? Oh boy. Okay, that is actually, well, it's not that good actually, because our opponent, I'm just happy to not draw a land. You know, our opponent has a creature who can block anything that I give flying to. Definitely going to need the artifact hate. What we don't want them to find are equipment or auras because they're going to be pretty explosive right now. And this can get back auras if the creature dies, so we're in some trouble. I could move my sword to the Pegasus Courser, I guess. Probably should, because then I can at least block this if they attacked with it. Yeah. Red looks like a splash color, which is interesting for the Journey Mage. I wish I could exile from any graveyard. We've had effects in the past like that that let you do that, and I mean, obviously that would be a lot stronger. All right. Gives us another sapling. Sapling Value Town. Okay, so okay. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so we can kick this. And I think we do. Let's go to combat. Keep making them use that manipulator. And hoping they miss on at some point. It's not going to happen, though. Yeah, it feels like I should probably have just mainboarded that enchantment hate. Oh, I actually have 1 excess mana. How about that? Let's move the sword over to it. And we'll end our turn. Life gain's nice. We've been so bad at drawing like Baloth Gorger in situations where it would be amazing. I mean, even our Pilgrim, our Wandering Golem guy would be really strong. Oh, good. That's what I wanted to see. Here comes some aura and equipment. Nope, just Mace Unicorn. I'm sure they have it, though. Like, all these creatures with keyword abilities are great with it, and this is really great with them. Hey, there we go. So let's go to combat. So, I think I might attack with my Frozen Druid and use Blessed Light to maybe get a 2-for-1. Depends how they block, but it could work out. Worst case, it just joins my Sapperling army, you know? Maybe they just take 3. Ooh. Oh, man. Why you have to do that? Okay, well, we have to kill one of the first strikers. And then we kill the other one, I think, too. Obviously, our opponent's going to gain a bunch of life here, so I'm going to cast Blessed Light on this. And then we kill Daneth the Capuchin as well, which is fine. That's fine. I mean, they gain a bunch of life back, sure, but... we got rid of their two best creatures, so... not much to complain about there. It's getting to be the time where we probably want to start cashing in Saprolings for cards. Alright, so... we'll wait till our draw step, since it's free anyway, obviously enough. So... okay, so... and actually, right now, they're actually decent attackers. So, we go to combat. Since we have the sword, you know... yep, they tap that down. And we attack with our Saproling. So, yeah. Oop. Get in for 2, drop them to 13. Don't mind that. Move the sword to another Saproling. How these can carry swords, I'm not really sure. And end our turn. Okay. Hello, large creature. Go to combat. Attack with our Saproling. Play Mammoth Spider. Finally drew another creature. And end our turn. I'm loving Fungal Plots, that's for sure. And I knew I would. It's my kind of magic card. Reminds me a little bit of Ongoing Investigation. Ooh, that is more of a problem. I'm glad we killed both of the legendary creatures they had, because that would have gotten ugly. Okay, so we're going to move Short Sword to Mammoth Spider here. We're going to attack with probably just our spider, I'm guessing. Yeah. Because they can just trade Arvad for it, and that's a pretty good deal for them. But I need to get him out of the way one way or another, right? Yeah. They go up to 14 now, too, which is not a lot of fun for me. I'm going to play our Mesa Unicorn. And I'm going to stick a sword on it. We have another Saproling waiting in the graveyard. Now it's feeling a little more like it might be time. I mean, right now with the sword, though, I can attack. I could attack with the Unicorn and a Saproling every turn, and the best they can do is trade. So it really depends on what they play. Ooh, I'm glad nobody has double strike right now. I can tell you that. All right, so... hello. So yeah, now we don't really have any good attacks. I guess the Mesa Unicorn's not terrible. Let's go to combat. I think we attack with our Unicorn. That Sap Herd has been tapped so many times. Turn 17. attack. Probably Journey Mage trade, yeah. Play Partick Wanderer. Put this sword here for now. And in my turn. We have another sapling in our graveyard waiting to join the fray. So we can draw 3 cards and gain 6 life like at any moment, which is nice to have on the board. All right, so okay. Yeah, now we'll move the sword to the Wanderer. Now what does he tap down? These have been grindy games. The ones where I get out fungal plots have been... It's my kind of magic, though. It's going to be a long video. So they want to tap him down, huh? It makes me wonder if they have Gideon's Reproach or something. About to find out. We'll attack. He has to double block to kill it. So, yeah. That alone will not kill it. Okay, yeah, there we go. So, so we'll do 2 to that. It'll do 2 to my guy, and then we'll kill one of the unicorns. Ooh. That's annoying. Now we just get to kill Quende. Yeah. At least we still killed him. But yeah. Now really all we have is an army of saplings. We need to dig for some more threats. So I think we're going to start doing that pretty soon. All right, so we're going to do this. My opponent and I just keep gaining all the life. We're going to draw first and see if we change our mind. Yeah, we definitely change our mind. So let's sacrifice 2 saplings. Seriously? All right, so we're going to attack with this sapling. Yeah, I mean, I figured they'd be tapping him down. Sealed has not been my friend in terms of land drops one way or another, you know? So they're going to chomp and make one of their guys bigger. I mean, the good news is we can kick anything we draw. Look at it that way. Uh-oh. You can't have a flyer. I told you could have a flyer. Okay. Let's go to combat. Tap down my Partick Wanderer. We don't have any good attacks. Play the Honor Guard. In the turn. I'm going to cash 2 saplings in here at the end of their turn. No, they didn't attack me with their 1/1 even. Ooh, there we go. think we actually kill this 3/3. Yeah. Yeah, that's good enough for now. Hello, Baloth Gorger. Been looking for you. Actually gonna move this to the Honor Guard. And go to combat. This is another one where the timeout is a potential win condition, as long as it's gone. Just like last time, Ice Team Manipulator plus Fungal Plots creates that scenario. Yeah, they just take it, which makes perfect sense. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Cast you with Kicker. Apparently I can't count. So now that we finally have 2 legit threats, Icy Manipulator is going to be less effective at slowing us down. That's for sure. Ooh, that's fun. What do? Tap down my Gorger and attack me? No. That is not what you do. But they can tap this down, and then I can't really attack because they have 2 creatures with first strike. I think that's their plan here. Although if I move the sword here, then it doesn't matter so much. Yeah, let's do that. Go to combat. Okay. So let's attack with our 7/7 and see what happens. Just a chump block works for me. Play Corrosive Ooze. We're down to 9 cards in our deck, by the way, so we could potentially deck ourselves. We've been drawing with Fungal Plots, is how that's the case. Our Pegasus Courser, is it dead somewhere? Yeah, it died forever ago. It would be nice. For sure. We're out of removal, I can tell you that. 3 Blessed Lights and a Gideon's Reproach have been played. Hey, look, there's their Pegasus Courser. That's a bit of a problem. Because they can start giving this flying, and yeah. That's not so good for me. There we go. Another piece of equipment is good news. It means we can make something else into a threat, and I guess I'm going to pick this. We still have our flyer rare creature in our deck. All right, so let's go to combat. So maybe we should be digging for her for Shalai, because she could pump the whole board and everything. All right. So we'll attack with both of these. So these two can trade for each other. If the opponent has a trick, then it's even worse than that. Nope, they don't. They're going to go to 13. We're going to move the lance to here. And end our turn. Are we finally going to break through and kill our opponent? It's possible. Yeah, opponent decides to scoop. Wow, that was a long game. Time to bring Invoke the Divine in and cut. I almost feel like I'd rather cut a smaller creature because our problem that whole game was we just couldn't draw enough of our threats, you know? So I think I'm going to cut, like, Corrosive Ooze here. Yeah. even though it was part of it helped us win. I mean, it was really fungal plots, though. That card is awesome. I guess we could consider bringing in one of these big guys. I mean, obviously they're difficult to deal with for our opponent, but I don't think they're better than Partick Wanderer. We have the one card that cares about Historic, and this has Trample, so... So if we can win this one and the next one, we'll be up to 50%, which will be pretty good after starting 0-3. So I'd be happy with that. But there's a ways to go. As long as that game just took, you know. This is the only rare? Oh no, we have the Marshall too. This Druid, I've been able to gain 10 off of it, more than I expected. Although I guess in Sealed, I'm going to see it more in Sealed than I will when I'm drafting, because, you know, draft is going to be a faster format. Decks will be more synergistic and powerful, so getting to the 9 mana to gain 10 isn't going to happen too much, but in Limited, I mean, drawing that thing late is a lot. I mean, 10 life attached to a decent creature is a lot. I mean, it goes a long way towards helping you. So this is a slow hand creatures-wise, but I think I still keep it. I have the early fungal plots again. They mulled to 5. That's not bad news. Oh, they decided to just scoop. That's good, because our hand wasn't awesome. What were we going to draw? Sword. Oh, we would have been in trouble. They probably shouldn't have scooped. All right, well, that takes us to 3-1 in this draft, and we have one more match to go. All right, the final match, our 5th match. We're already in the green. We would like to play first in terms of the prizes we can get from this draft. But if we win this, we can get our win percentage up to 50% in time for draft, which would be nice. I think this is a keeper. It's one of those hands where we just try to go all in on dub, I think. It's worked out for us for the most part so far. That doesn't mean it will continue to, but I think it's what we're going to do here. Don't play Lawn Elves. I haven't seen anybody play that, and I didn't get one in either of my sealed pools. Is it a secret rare? I don't know. Did they lie to us? Play the Honor Guard. Tapped land is good news for us. Yeah, I think we just go for it. So the bad news is they're playing blue, so they may be able to bounce this. And we don't have lifelink attached to this guy or anything. He's just a big attacker. So we have to hope they don't have bounce. But even if they do, it's not like the end of the world. We lose our aura, but we at least still have the creature. You know? Yeah, and see, that can't stand up to the might of our guy. So we're going to attack. Drop them to 12. We drew some removal, which is nice. But for now, I think we just play the Gorger and end our turn. That's annoying. They're going to attack for 2. Ooh. All right. I think we give our other guy first strike now, too. And just make life a nightmare for our opponent. All right, so dropping them to 8. Got the Reproach ready. Yeah, that was... See, our deck's weird because it can win really quickly when things like that happen. But, and it's not a bad thing, if our opponent can stabilize, we have a backup plan of fungal plots, basically. And that's worked out pretty well. The question is whether I should bring in Invoke the Divine. I mean, it's so likely they have something for me to kill with it, but I think we leave things as is for now. We didn't really see enough of their deck, and they might not. I mean, our deck... Well, I'd probably bring in Invoke the Divine against our deck. Couple pieces of equipment. Yeah, just in that game, they saw Dub and Jousting Lance, so... If they have it, they'll bring it in. If they were even playing white. They were blue-green, so... But there's a green artifact enchantment hate spell. Hey, there's Fungal Plots. Yeah, I think this is a keep. We got our Marshal, and we can actually cast it. Probably means we just play all planes to start things out here. And don't play Fungal Plots on turn 2. It's not like it does anything early anyway. Hey, there's their Fungal Plots. Oh, I accidentally yielded till the end of my turn. And that is a huge issue. More than usual, because if I discard this, this is my only forest. Which is worse? Now that I screwed this up royally, which is worse? They passed so quickly that I hit my hotkey at the wrong time. I kind of think we're going to need the green more than we're going to need the triple white. So, sorry. That really, 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 really sucks, though. So, you know, it's whatever. At least they're just casting Divination. Okay, so Fungal Plots for us, too. God. You know, it wouldn't be a draft or sealed without me making a mistake. Double Divination? God. We could have punished that somewhat, at least. Not like a ton, but somewhat. I think I'll play the Trapper. There's something to be said for maybe discarding a creature there, because at least then Fungal Plots could have done something with it, and then I would have still... So, like, discarding the Druid, probably. That's fun. Yeah, so we're definitely going to want to bring in our hate for artifacts and enchantments. I'll play Crows and Druid. So I can use Gideon's Reproach plus an attack to kill this thing. That'll do a total of 3. Yeah, so that's not too bad. What are they trying to ramp into? Slinvada? Just a big Academy Drake. It's less of a concern than Slinvada is. Okay, I'm going to play Mesa Unicorn. And actually, I think I'm going to attack. If I can reproach this thing, I'll be pretty happy. Nah, they're going to take it, though. I'm also okay with getting in for 5, so, you know. We can still Gideon's Reproach it, unless they move the shield to it, and they probably will. Ah, kicked Crows and Druid. We were just talking about that. Alright, yeah, so we're going to kill this. Alright, now we can play our Marshal. That makes all of our attackers good, so that feels pretty good. We'll attack with everything. So this can block and not die, but it can't kill any of my creatures, so I'm not super concerned about it. Alright, so we can't kill that with the shield on it anyway, so I think we kill the Druid. We can make a Saproling at the end of their turn, which obviously combos pretty well with our Honor Guard. Gotta be careful with my hotkeys here. Okay, that's big. A little surprised they don't want to move their shields over to it, but I'm cool with it. So we're going to cast Blessed Light. We can actually get rid of the plots, but I think hitting the Wanderer is better. And then I think we just attack with everything. Bounce something. No, just make a sapling. Bouncing would have been a lot worse. So that can jump, and this can block and survive anything, basically. They may just want to amass saplings, I guess, but that seems a little dangerous. That's what they're going to try to do, though. Drop them to 11, and we'll end our turn. Uh-oh. Kicked Gorger. It's not great news going forward. Ooh, that's nasty. I'm sorry. That is kind of messed up, but, you know, just things happen. You guys saw my last sealed, or if you didn't, you know, the opposite of those sorts of things were happening for me, so... Okay, they are going to chump this time. We dropped them to 6. It's great that those exile, too, because it means they can't turn them into saplings, which would be a problem, obviously. Let's just draw our 3rd Blessed Light in a row here. I believe. I believe in us. Well... Guess that's okay. So we can make 1 sapling. Attack with everything. Could have a bounce spell if they like bounce. Then they can kill my sapling, I guess. But it's not going to make a huge difference, honestly. There is the 3/3 guy they could flash in, who can then a Wild Onslaught. Wow. What just happened? They just copied their Wild Onslaught to make everything huge. And that's going to make them go to 1 instead of 2 dead. And they can kill 2 of my creatures. Easily kill 2 of my creatures. So they go to 1. The good news is that's sapling fuel for the fire. So we just have to go wide enough to get in for 1 damage. They only have 1 thing in their graveyard that can make saplings, and we have 2. So they gotta have something good here. Oh, well, that's pretty good. That's rough. That is rough. They're gonna... Oh, gosh. I haven't had the displeasure of playing against this yet. Yeah, tap my guard. They still can't really attack me, though, is the good news. Unless they're crazy and don't realize I have saplings in my graveyard. I think they do know I have saplings in my graveyard. Okay, so... see if they can survive. They've got to have something sweet again if they're going to. Right, so let's go to combat and attack with everything. All that has to get through is one Saproling. Oh my god, what do they have? That's not enough. You die to a Saproling. I think. Don't tell me you have a bounce spell. They don't. Okay, well, we went 4-1 this time. Drastic improvement over our 0-3 last time, and we got all the way back up to 500. So what's funny is I really still think that other deck we had was better. We had great removal. We had bombs. This deck was good. Don't get me wrong, but it wasn't as strong as that one. This deck got kind of lucky, I think, while the other one got really unlucky. Like, every time I played dub on something, I never really paid the price. That's not going to happen, you know. But anyway, I'm happy to get up to 500 exactly and to get some packs for my first draft, which I'll be posting on Thursday. I'm really excited to do drafts. The sealed has been fun, but I love draft. I just like sealed, you know. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on Thursday.